Hello crafty friends, welcome to another edition of the Creepy Cute Chronicles. Today I actually have two projects to share using the adorable stamps by Oddball Stamps. I am going to start by showing this scene that I created using the monthly premium exclusive image. And this is an image that you get if you are a premium member. So if you sign up to get those stamps, it's $15 for the whole year, and you get, the exclusive stamps that you'll be getting one every month. Also, you get access to the exclusive individual stamps that are free each day. Now, all I did here is I just kind of drew a little bit in to kind of create a little cape for her. And then I pair her up with this other little witch that is called Lydia the Good Witch. She was another freebie from previous month, and I absolutely love how cute she is. So I am going to be coloring them here using my Spectrum Noir markers. These are alcohol markers, and I'm just going to kind of give them a little bit of a witchy look or feel because they're little witches. And I thought that using this premium image for the month of November, it's the little witch on the left. She is super cute, and the premium image also comes with all these cute little extras. It has the little spider web and the little potion bottles and all those things like that. So I went ahead and added them here. So kind of created that little spider web to be kind of like a table, or that was my thought. And I was just going to create this as a one layer card. I like creating those using alcohol markers and creating scenes from a blank piece of paper and then just creating a scene behind it. I think it's super, super cute. And as you can see here, our little other witch is going to be a green witch. So I am just going to be coloring here. It is going to take me a bit, so I might just put some music and leave you guys to it. I'll come back once I go to put the image together, or maybe to explain a little bit of what I'm doing. But here I am just doing the coloring. Before I do that though, I wanted to mention that you still have time to download this image. Again, you have access to it all month long. And if you don't sign up for the premium membership yet, you could always do that later on, and just try the one. I believe it's like a couple dollars to try it out for 1 month. But if you sign up for the full fifth subscription, it's only $15, like I said. So that's like only a dollar and change per image. But if you take in consideration all the extra free images that you get with this, it's just super amazing. So I encourage you guys to do it. Make sure that you guys check out Oddball Stamps. I am going to leave a link below, and that way you guys can check it out and sign up for the Creepy Cute Chronicles if you haven't, because that way you will be able to get a free image. In this video, actually, I will show you a final card using tonight's free image. And I didn't create a full process video, but I'll share that with you guys later on. So anyway, also, if you head over to the Oddball Stamps, make sure that when you're checking out the stamps at the shop, you can use my coupon code. That's MON and the number 1. I'll put it up on the screen, so that way you guys can get a free image when you purchase 2 images. So that's super amazing. Make sure that you guys take opportunity of that as well. So anyway, without further ado, I am just going to leave you to it. I'll come back once I am done. Again, this is coloring, and when I am creating images for different things, it does take a while. So I didn't want to keep you through it. I sped it up as much as I could, but I wanted you guys to see the coloring, since a lot of you do enjoy watching it. So I'll check you guys in a second. Okay, and what I'm doing here very lightly with a pencil, I am adding some lines for my background. So I decided that I was going to make a like a brick wall in the back. So these two little witches are actually getting ready to have some fun and prepare some potions. So you know that they're inside their house, and I decided to make this. Also, I kind of drew in a little bit of a like a fireplace behind them. So I thought it was a super adorable, you know, kind of little scene for them to be in their house, or kind of maybe pretend to be that they're in a brick cave. I don't know, but here I am using this gray and a like a darker red color for the bricks. I like using this combination, and it's just basically using my gray marker to color around and pick a little bit of that darker red, or you could even use like a darker brown if you wanted to, depending on the color that you want your bricks to be. So I am using those two just to kind of, you know, picking up with the tip the color, so that way I can blend those in as I color at the same time. And I think it gives it a nice effect. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do it or the correct way to do it, but this is how I like to do my bricks, and I think that it works out. So with the pencil lines that I drew there, they're just basically very light. I know probably the camera can't catch them, but they were there just so I can have a little bit of a guide to see where I am going to be adding my color. I'm not, you know, worrying too much as far as making sure that the bricks are, you know, perfectly square, or, you know, they have the same shading everywhere, because they're bricks and sometimes they're going to look different all around. So as you can see here, I just keep on adding that, and it's super fun to create a background. Now you can do many things when you are creating a background, but you know, I decided to do that. Now I kind of got tired of picking up or tip on the tip. So what I decided to do, what I'm using here, you know, underneath my image is a glass mat. So I just kind of scribbled a little bit of the marker onto the page, and you know, that way I could just kind of go and pick up the color from there. So as you can see, it kind of started working more. Now, another thing, I think my gray marker is kind of starting to die out a little, because you know, I was getting a little bit of a hard time sometimes blending them in or picking it up. So I think I may have to go purchase a refill for this one. Now, ice grays, you know, especially 1 and 2, are colors that I use a lot, so I'm sure that I will probably be needing to refill that one soon. And that's a good thing about Spectrum Noir markers, because they are refillable. There is a lot of markers out there that you know, you don't have to have you know, the extra special artist brand grade, or, you know, markers like Copics or even Spectrum Noir, which are kind of like similar, very very similar to Copics. But you don't have to have expensive markers to color or create things. You could use whatever alcohol markers, and since they are so popular lately, there's a lot of companies that are coming with like you know, off-brand markers that would still qualify the same. You could even do this if you had Sharpies. The thing is that you learn a technique on blending them, and then you can do that, apply it to any marker that you own. So if you wanted to try something like this, you know, make sure that, you know, I know the markers are expensive, so just start with a, you know, inexpensive brand, so that way you can get practice and get to doing it. And once you learn it, then you can probably, you know, maybe invest if you feel like it. But again, if you're just making cards or doing things like that, that you're not doing something, you know, as an art to sell, I think that, you know, basic markers will work just fine. So who knows, maybe I'll just buy the refills for this one, or maybe I just buy you know, a set of very inexpensive markers that I'm pretty sure they will work together, because I've mixed my Copics with these ones, and then I have, I believe, two of those Michaels brands markers, and they work perfectly with them. So any marker would work. So now I'm going here just adding a little bit of the details onto my card, just kind of trying to bring back the little skull and details onto the little girl's eye patch, because once I colored it, I kind of colored it all in. I thought it would be easier than trying to color with a marker that tiny image. So for this, I pulled out my gel pens, and I'm just adding the details here, as you can see. I love the little sentiment that says "Witch, please." Super cute. I apologize here at the bottom. I am adding the little details using the gel pens, and a little bit more of the color to the little table. And I didn't realize that I wasn't in frame, so I apologize for that. But like I said, all I'm doing here is just coloring those in, and I'll move it up in a second so that way you guys can see the coloring that I did. But Yes, like I said, I apologize for that. Sometimes I don't pay attention. I bring the image close to me and I forget that I am not in frame. So, yes, I hope that everybody is gearing up for having a great weekend. We don't really have much going on this weekend, but I'm excited for it. I hope that the temperatures kind of warm up a little. It has gotten very, very cold. We've been in like 20 degrees some days early in the morning. There's days that the sun comes out, but still, that's too cold for me. So if I don't need to go outside of the house, I will not. I just stay in. And hey, if I can craft while I'm doing it, I will definitely do that as well. So remember also, while I'm, just waiting here and finishing the coloring, that Oddball Stamps has a monthly challenge. So if you have not joined it, head over to Instagram or Facebook so you can see the challenge. And most of the time you could do anything goes. You could use whatever stamp you want, or you can go with the theme as well. There is different options or prices that you can win if you do go with the theme, but again, you do not need to use the oddball stamp images. So if you don't have any, don't worry about it because you'll be able to, submit your project either way. However, if you don't have any images and you are not, or you have not signed up for the Creepy Cute Chronicles newsletter, make sure that you do it because that's a way to get your free image every week. You can download it. And by the way, there's still time for you to download the image from last week. So if you haven't done it, make sure that you do that today before this evening, because once it's gone, it's going to be gone and you're not going to be able to download it. So go ahead and, get that image. And even if you're not able to print it right now and color it, you could always save it for later because that's the beauty of digital images. You can just have them ready for you and print them over and over again, just like stamping, but, you don't have to take the space or, have to use the ink there. But anyway, here we are coloring the background. So as you can see, I had already colored the floor and now I'm coloring the table and then just adding a little bit more of color because I thought that it was too light and I decided to just go back with the darker marker and add a little bit more color. So here we are just finishing that up. And let me know what you guys think. I know these videos tend to be a little bit extra long, but some of you have said that you do enjoy seeing the coloring process. Of course, when you can see the full thing, but like I said, I'm not doing anything fancy, just doing the same coloring that I did here and there. So I hope that you guys are learning some techniques from me. These are not new to me, a lot of times it's things that I pick up from here and there, and I decide to try them or just put on my own spin. I don't own all the fancy materials that other people have, so I just kind of have to make do with what I have. And I like creating, so that's the best part, just to sit down and create something that you enjoy. So just go ahead and have at it, sit down and color. I'm also participating in the 30-day coloring challenge by Kathy Rakusin on Instagram and on Facebook. So I don't usually post on Facebook because I don't stay at Facebook, but um, if you go to Instagram, you can go ahead and participate there. It's basically she encourages you to color every day. Take a few minutes to sit down, relax, and color, and join in the challenge. It's a lot of fun. You get to see a lot of cool projects or things that people are doing. So enjoy it if you can. So anyway, like I said, here I am just adding the details, and I'm pretty much done with my background. I'm very happy with how it's looking. Now to kind of make the letters pop a little bit, I am using my jelly pen to come back and add into those little sections that had the white, because when I colored the brick, it was there. So now we're ready to put the card together, and you can see the big mess that kind of happens in the back, but it's okay. I'm using my ATG gun to add glue, just kind of cleaning up whatever I messed up there. And I'm using this pink card base to put it in. And that's it. That's my card. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. And now, like I said, I'm going to show you the card for the image that you are going to be getting today. So this is the image that you're getting today. It's super cute. The image is called To the Mummy and Back, and it's this super adorable mummy. Now, I wasn't going to do a video for it, so I was coloring it. I kind of did it on the go and created my background ahead of time, but I decided to make a little clip to show you guys how I put it together. So what I'm doing here, I just use some string to attach this little heart because I was going to pop it up with some foam tape. So I decided that the little heart would look really cute if it dangled. However, I ended up not making it dangle, but it's okay because I still think that adding the string there the gold string, it kind of gave it more interest and it looked very good. So this is the galaxy background that I created. I hope that you guys like it. It wasn't too hard, and like I said, I wish I would have shown you how I made it, but I can do a galaxy background later on. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below. And it was super easy. I do have more still photos on my blog of the process, so if you guys are interested, I would love to have you there as well. So come on and visit me there. So here I am just going to be gluing it on, and that pretty much is going to complete my card. I did cut the sentiment that says sweet dreams to put it there as well, and the little stars just to add them. That way I can put those there. And here we go, just trying to center it. And this by the way, this is a 5x5 card. I decided to make it a little bit bigger because I wanted to add the detail. I am also using a color palette that was suggested to our design team, or our Odball ambassadors team over by Lizzie, and I decided to use one of those that created a galaxy background using greens, purples, pinks. So that's why I decided to give my little girl mummy a pink, pink dressings and a little pink diapers. So that's what I did. Now I thought that, as you can see here, I'd forgotten to go and do something to the eyes, because I wanted to do something to kind of, she's a mummy. Of course, the eyes are going to look a little different, but I wanted to give her like cutesy baby eyes, and I did end up drawing some eyes there that I don't know if they came out too good. So let me know what you think from what you're seeing right now on the difference on my end project. But I did my best, or I tried as best as I could, and but either way, I think she looks super, super adorable. Now, let me tell you guys something. So when I finished it, I went and showed my husband, and I told him I would share here. And as soon as I show him, he just goes, "Aw." He always makes fun of us because anything that's cutesy baby, we say that. So I thought he was super adorable, and I wanted to share with you. So here you can see my final card. I absolutely love how it turned out. It's super cute. So is anybody having babies? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you consider subscribing, and catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.